The JSE closed the day down by 1.5% at 27,489 points. We spoke to ATN Nel from BJM Private Client Services looking at today's trade.
I don't think we're underestimating the impact, hence the vociferous opposition we are seeing to the public hearings and to the proposed tariff hikes. What's interesting to note is that your heavy energy users, specifically the mines and so on, are actually quite keen to get equity stakes in some of these power stations. And that's quite a clever way of almost pegging your energy costs going forward, basically buying in right at the top. And I think that's probably a far more equitable way to alleviate the cash crunch that Eskom's sitting with, rather than taxing the man in the street.
The Nigerian market was down by 0.6% to close at 22,291 points. We spoke to Tajuddin Ibrahim from Stanbic IBTC Bank looking at today's trade.
The movement of Cadbury is still an upward movement today, as the share price recorded about 4.9% appreciation. And I strongly believe that it is as a result of the acquisition of craft that investors are actually trading upon. And it is not so much of investors getting to understand the fundamentals behind the company.
The NSE 20 ended the day down 0.3% to close at 3,628 points. We spoke to Samuel Wacheru from Drummond Investment Bank about today's trade.
Seeing as the market is beginning to cool down, you've been seeing a very strong rally over the past 2 weeks, mainly pushed by Safaricom, which has been going up steadily. Today we saw Safaricom dip slightly, and definitely because of the size of Safaricom, we see as though the market seems to be slightly declining, mostly because of a lot of selling and cashing in because of the retail investors. Most of them are selling, especially looking at the time in which we are in the year. We're seeing a lot of them selling, but institutional investors are still cashing in, and you're seeing a lot of demand on counters like Kenya Airways and equity, though even for Safaricom we are still expecting a bit of demand because we still feel as though the share is very promising.
For more news and videos, go to abndigital.com.